I think I'm curious to see is how is Yak going to adapt the usual egg game plan around this, because you do have to play around it. It's just that playing around it seems quite simple, but it's not the traditional egg way. And I'm curious if that's just going to translate to rushing the board with Regenesis's and such, or are we going to see it go a little bit slower and just fill HQ or R&D with anemones and Samax? Because you can be relatively confident Challenger is not going to be running the board for a lot of this.
We're checking in chat what the text on Nanook is. This reminds me when there was a deck at Worlds 2022 in Toronto where Soccer famously had to pick up and read increased drop rates before beating that deck.
One of my favorite things is going to a tournament and playing Chrysopian Skimming and seeing the look on my opponent's face when they have to read it.
That card made top cut at UK Nats, I think, 2023.
I stand by it being a good card, brackets in Mercury, but it's worth playing occasionally. Okay, so we are FUT immediately out of the gate.
Yeah, we're just saying immediately, like, okay, interact with the game like it's a game of Netrunner, or go directly to hell.
Yeah. Are we expecting some just tempo hybrids for FUT damage soon? Pinholing the FUT?
Nanook in chat. Oh, no, we're just pinholing it.
Yep. This deck does have pinholes for exactly this scenario.
God, they were prepared.
Unfortunately, the rest of this scenario, this deck does not seem to have many answers to. Second FUT comes down.
Listen, buddy. We're playing Netrunner whether you like it or not.
Find your second pinhole and trash the FUT.
Right, we're getting set up with RWS.
First book's coming down to be eaten. Second pinhole, we're getting the FUT.
No Netrunner today.
If this is third FUT res, please let this be third FUT res. But that's both pinholes gone, so Zap knows now basically assets behind ice are safe.
Yeah, this is the most ideal opening I think Janator could have had for this situation, and it's still possibly not enough.
Upgrade on HQ is presumably what, Red Room? Yeah, Red Room's the only upgrade we have, and Red Room, another thing that really hurts this deck. Janator checking the text on the Red Room.
Both players just trying to desperately read each other's cards.
This is what you love to see in the finals of any tournament, is both players not understanding what the other deck does.
Oh, responding to chat, this isn't Magic, this is a different combo that just plays running hot a bunch of times, using read-write shares and such to keep everything safe.
Yeah, this is a deck that relies on having one big combo turn where you fire off potentially 4 deep dives for the win. Using Nanook and Mayfly for cheap breaking of all the Central's ice.
Yeah, it's actually a really cute combo because I can parse what's going on and still have fun engaging with the game. Ayo!
It is hard to believe, but it's a combo deck that can win the game in one turn and not take 20 minutes to do it. But yeah, I believe this or a very similar list won a districts yesterday. I don't remember which district it is. You can probably find it if you search for Nanook on deck lists. No one else is playing Nanook.
I mean, I've seen Nanook occasionally, but This is the first time it's really shown up.
It is
And,
very
like, this level.
exciting to see Nanook actually
Yeah.
do something.
And that Iphone archives, like I said, yeah, I think that might just be the
Yeah.
secret source here.
Yeah. You just want anemones and some axe on your centrals, and
I'm enjoying Dull Bulb in chat, trying to understand why normal people like this game. I
we
should
are
be
getting
more.
right. Of course, Airblades does exist.
Oh yeah,
I don't think Airblades does enough.
it's just yeah, it stops 2 anemones, kind of 1.5 anemones.
It does save you from Samak, but the anemone res it does not save you from.
Wait, what?
Because the anemone is on res, it's not. No,
No,
you can prevent it with Airblades. Yeah.
Airblade is during a run. Yeah, you can just you can spend counters on Airblade to prevent. Yeah, so 3 net damage is 1.5 anemones, but it can't do anything without Simak. Wait.
No, it can get you through a Samak, but this is 1 Airblades, and there's only 1 in the deck, so.
No. It's end the run unless the runner suffers 3 net damage. If you prevent damage, then you didn't do the cost.
Oh, can you not Airblade Samak?
Yeah, it's a nested cost. So
Is this yet another weird Samak interaction I don't understand?
it's not so much. It's not that weird. It's just you've got to understand when a cost, like, if it's a cost to do something, then if you don't pay the cost, even if you attempt to pay it or you pay it partially, you didn't pay the cost, so you didn't do the thing. So Samak still ends the run, even if you suffer
Samak does
2
not
damage and
accept
prevent 1.
coupons. I see.
Yeah, because it's a nested cost. Obokata, yeah, the thing about Obokata is if you prevent any of the damage, you haven't suffered the 4 net damage to steal Obokata. Oh, hey, stuff's happening.
The board there's the final thought, and there are no pinholes to deal with him this time.
This is what Sisyphus must have felt like when he tried to eat that apple.
I think Sisyphus generally felt like having to run through ice multiple times. So just clicking to draw for mags here, which is quite the reversal from the last game where it was just all Nuka ritual gas every turn. Second bookshop comes down.
It's not a
Trying to
shop.
find the book.
It's one of those little free book things that you get sometimes, like, just around.
Yeah, but I like to call those little bookshops. You don't have to pay for
Pay
them.
with your
but,
money.
You know.
You pay with your books.
Yeah, exactly. They only accept the currency of books, and unfortunately, usually quite bad books get paid into
Well,
them.
then it's not really a bookshop. It's like, you know, like where you can get money changed from one money into a different money. It's one of those for books. It's like a book money exchange. I suppose you might call it a book place.
A book place. I have just Daig is actually going to be able to charge Airblades.
Oh, that's kind of.
So
I mean, maybe
hybrid
it's real. I don't
scores
know.
are going to be able to do something here. So you might actually want to save agenda scores as Yat and just hope for like winning off 2 scores from Regenesis. But this sounds like a hybrid race firing off.
So Red Room is
Crashes
now
Ritual and
active, which
Spec Work.
means Generator has to run HQ first.
Which gives a lot of control over what ice is encountered first.
Red Room is unique though, so no opportunity for shenanigans here.
Trashing Ritual and Spec Work to the Thought, which are both pretty bad hits for Max. That really is going to slow her down.
Oh, we're not charging Airblade, we're charging Hippocampic just to keep the hand size
for
up.
more hand size. Okay.
I
Potentially
think
just
that's
saying,
a solid argument for Airblade, but either or.
I guess the issue with Airblades is there's a decent chance you're not going to get enough charges on it to really matter.
We're eating
Do
another
find
tweet from
Hybrid and charging Nuka, which makes sense given we've just lost 2 quite powerful draw cards.
Yeah, the thing about charge is if it were actually good, then being able to charge Nuka would be kind of incredibly strong. Just imagine it said add a diesel to your hand every time whatever happens.
We are spending 1 Airblade counter to stop one of the foot damages, and losing a Stone Ship, which again that's
not
really
ideal.
hurting the combo consistency at the end.
Yeah, this is really how Giat runs. This is just by shooting holes in Generator's stuff until not enough survives to the end.
Ideally, you'd have the buffer drive down by now, so you could at least protect some of the stuff. But
I mean,
not really much money in this deck. Like, this deck's only money is Spec Works and Sure Gambles and Ratives. And quite a few of those are gone by now. So there's only 1 creative left in the deck, 2 Spec Works. So if we go down low to install buffer drive, that can be a pretty big tempo hit. But I think you'd have to do it sooner rather than later. You can't keep taking this chip damage. It's only a matter of time before you're going to start having your simul chips hit, and then that's probably game if you lose all of those. Just icing up all the centrals, which absolutely has to happen. The double ice on HQ.
Yeah, this is really setting up to be a mountain to get through.
We are getting close to the point where Mags can potentially fire this combo, and Ziak can clearly read that.
Well, I mean, we're now on 7 credits, but I think we need to be a little higher. There's no simul chips to get Nanook out for cheap.
Well, it's not. You need cards in hand. If there's more than 1 Samak here, you just can't really afford to get through that.
How many are in the deck? 3, right? Yeah, 3.
3, yeah.
3. That is okay. So and then a good point's been made, which is with 1 point, stealing 2 Fujis isn't that big an ask. I guess we've been undervaluing that Generator might just access them.
It's very possible. I think if Generator can fire 1 deep dive, there's a very decent chance that's it. Can they get there? And it's hostile architecture. I don't think we can afford to trash this, really.
Of course, the
Yeah,
thing is,
bouncing off that.
if
What
Generator
else are we
does
trashing?
attack us, that's Nanook gone.
Yeah.
Okay, simul chip out means we're getting a decent bit closer.
Yeah. Max is going to need a fair amount of money for this, though, as well. Because you do need to be able to afford to trash the red room. So we have to get past 4 pieces of ice, and Nanook is a very solid breaker, but it isn't free. And I think there's probably going to be some... If Generator succeeds, there's going to have to be some quite clever maneuvering with getting deep dives into the stack before making this run.
Hmm.
Which may be what the read-write shares have been doing.
I mean, I imagine that's what they're doing. But only having the 2 stone chips gives you a little less of an ability to fish those out immediately.
Alternately, just have the buffer drive and hope it does get knocked out of hand during the runs.
But it has to be the
There
first thing to get knocked out of hand.
Yeah. I mean, you're potentially looking at a lot, like maybe 6 net damage going through this run, so you can take that and reliably assume the deep dive's going to get gone. So there are ways Generator can do this, but it's an uphill battle. Yeah. I think we're just checking the board here for any sneaky agenda pushes. There are still some pretty scary options of what can happen running HQ, considering there is a foot on the board. If you have to take 3 to 6 net damage to get in, and then you hit a Fuji with a fully charged foot, even on 8 cards in hand, that could just be it.
I have a suspicion that next turn is the turn, so
I think so, yeah.
are we gonna see some proactive damaging from Giat just to poke as many remaining holes in it as possible?
Oh,
I
does
mean,
Yet
Mayfly in
have...
the bin with 2 simul chips does mean pretty much guaranteed to have a breaker installed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is, there it is. I missed it was discarded, so we're good.
There is one
And
more hybrid release in the deck.
that read-write shed, I think, trashed Nuka, Nanook, and 2 Anakams.
Yeah, so Nanook is now in the bin, ready for being chipped out to save the money.
Something being suggested in chat, wondering if it's correct to Red Room end a run to give Wheels a tag. And maybe.
Force them to clear it. Yeah, I can see that.
I think the problem is the worst case there is Mags can just trash the Wheels to get rid of that tag. And that does cost
True.
a click on the combo turn, but
I mean,
it's
I think there's an argument for that, because is there any world Reanimator does not run HQ fast? You're never
that is true, yeah.
spending more than 1 red room counter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it. I actually think that's probably a really good play then. I'm also now seeing the value of dagging the hypercampic now. This is a very thinky matchup.
Yes.
And I imagine we're going through all of the potential ice arrangements. Okay, yeah, here we go. Read, write, share,
This
put
will
the
be
4
it.
cards back in the stack. We can draw them all again. Instant speed.
Presumably, many of those are deep dives.
We're trashing spec work to the running
The
hops,
running
which
hop.
is perfectly cromulent.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, Anacam drawing another means we can still draw everything if buffer drive puts something back on top.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it will, but it's an option. And let's go. Anemone or Samak, that's what I'm expecting
That's
here.
you. It's
Yep.
Samak.
Samak summon.
So this is going to be free net damage. If it's a second Samak, I think you have to Stone Ship just to not die from potential access.
At least the net damage is free.
Losing a deep dive, nuker, and simul chip.
Unfortunate, but one deep dive can be returned.
Yes. Potentially, you only need one deep dive for this, so.
Yeah. That hybrid steel actually did make a lot of difference.
Yes, 100%. Thinking about the res. No res, so
interesting.
potentially
What
just one of the ice that doesn't matter, white space or something?
Yeah, I think white space probably. What else is there here? There's just that, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and
it's
tattoo.
white space and tattoo. Yes, from hostile architecture.
Ooh.
So
Right, yeah.
trashing.
I mean, you
Red
have to
Room.
trash it, so
Yeah, and you can't trash it if you hit an agenda here. Are we stone shipping early? I think you probably have to if you need that. And it's a Fuji!
Oh, Fuji!
That's just death!
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Oh no,
Oh,
Airblades!
wait.
Airblades!
Dake can charge Airblades. Airblades prevents the damage. It's not an additional cost,
Oh,
so
it's
that's
beautiful.
fine. Trashing the hostile, not the hostile, trashing the red room to take 2, going to 0 cards. We didn't believe.
We did not believe. However, how are we surviving double an enemy?
Listen. I don't know.
It's fine. We'll just hit. We will hit a Fuji off the top of R&D.
It'd be really funny if that's a Fuji.
And that's no bites in the deck.
Cool
This is safe.
It's just a moon pool.
It's a moon pool.
It's a moop poop.
So Janitor can win here.
Oh!
Nope. Going to have to stone ship that final card.
Which does mean no cards left in hand. You're not...
Nothing in hand. You have to pray.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
you
no.
have...
What happens here is successful run, you no cards in hand or stack, buffer drive back the deep dive, manually draw it, play deep dive just for 1.
Yes, and hope Archives is not an enemy or a third.
Oh, yes, we've still got to get into archives. Right. Yeah, we
We are
might
buffer driving
actually.
early, though.
Huh.
And adding deep dive to the top now, which means there is a chance we just lose the deep dive here.
Right. How many deep dives are in the bin?
Um,
Oh gosh, that's all three.
all three. All of them are gone. We
That's
have
I
to
don't
hit a
understand
Fuji.
that play.
We need Fuji here. Yeah, I think you had to stone ship there and then lose all three and save buffer drive, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I no longer understand. I do not comprehend this game.
Do we find a Fuji off the top? We do not. And with Moonpool, Archives is 100% safe.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, I think we were all expecting this deck to end in like an unlucky flatline, and seeing it peter out just like this is, oh, it's going out of a whimper.
Yeah, so I see that it was only a 1 in 4 to lose all 3 dives, but did we need to put ourselves in a position where that was a possibility?
I possibly just did not see the line. This is a pretty complex deck, and I suspect conditions it was not tested in.
Hmm. Yeah, I think
There's
everyone's thinking about Melias. Oh, okay, so what we've heard is that it has played this matchup and every time it goes badly.
yeah,
So it's just kind of expected, well, at least hopes you're just not going to have it. Which, I
yeah,
mean, got Janinator this
yeah.
far.
There is an argument that it could be in server 1, but I guess no res does mean it probably isn't. And it's Sericulture. It's not enough.
I mean, what is the out here? Is there
I
an
don't
out?
think there is one. You cannot get into R&D or HQ. Archives is protected. The only out is hope Ziat makes a mistake, but Ziat is a very experienced egg player who can see what's going on. I don't think Ziat makes a mistake. He is just going to fast advance something with that Moonpool and kill you.
We know that 7 is Moonpool, right?
7 is Moonpool, and Generator correctly trashing it. Potentially your out here is get Egg to deck themselves by stopping them scoring, which is
How?
ambitious.
I mean, oh,
And there's the enemy on
yeah. I mean,
Archives.
I honestly didn't think like if Moonpool didn't remove anything from archives, either no way of
Yeah,
getting in or. But yeah, that's
that's the out. Oof.
very much reminiscent of the original art for House of Knives, where yeah, you can get in, but how much of you will be left on the other side?
What a game, though. That was closer than we expected, given
I
these
mean,
two deck lists.
surviving the Fuji steal with the Daig
Yeah, the Daig
charging the
Airblades was
yeah.
fantastic.